some of the big crowd of over 12,000 has departed the ballpark and no doubt watching on television right now. I think Bobby Estolella likes this cold weather too much. Do you, Joe?
No.
He's got his face bundled up there, his neck bundled up. He came in with a sore throat or something. I don't know. He is not liking this Rochester weather. And he walked him. So, Corbin struggles,
Yep.
Schaus struggles.
Is that the fourth walk this inning?
That is the fourth. Now let's go to Rick Hager, who is with the former county executive who had an awful lot to do with this place getting built. Rick?
That's right, Rich. We're with Bob King, who is with the Pataki administration in Albany now. But as you said, Rich has a lot to do, or had a lot to do, with the building of this stadium. Is it what you imagined those 3, 4, 5 years ago?
Well, yeah, it is. I am just so thrilled to be here tonight, and not only to see the stadium being used for baseball, but to see all of these people just having a great time, as cold as it is. My wife and I just spent a couple minutes and walked around the outfield, and you know, you can watch the game from there for the first time in our community ever. And it's a great place to watch a game from, and there were hundreds of people earlier in the night, you know, razzing the center fielder from Scranton, and it was a lot of fun.
A lot of politics involved in getting a place like this built, isn't there?
Well, there was a lot more than we thought was appropriate, but you know, I think the fight was worth it, and I think tonight demonstrates that.
Okay, well, Bob, thanks very much for joining us, and for the baseball fans here, thank you very much.
Thank you. It's a great joy, and I hope everybody enjoys it all summer.
Rich, Joe?
All right, Bob, Rick, thanks very much. And out on strikes is Mike Robertson as he took one look and didn't like the call from Mo Hodges.
No, he didn't. It looked like it had some of the plate. He might have thought it was high.
So,
when you got 2 strikes, man, you can't trust the umpire.
there you go.
You got to let that bat fly.
Mike Robertson is down and David Doster is the batter. And 2 outs in the 8th inning. And the first pitch to Doster's in there for a strike. So Brian Schaus trying to come back here. 4 walks in the inning, 4 runs in the inning. A 3-run double, the big blast from Rob Butler to get the Scranton Red Barons out in front. And trying to get out of the inning now with Doster, and that's fine. The left field and foul. A lot of folks hanging in here tonight, however. You know, you talk about the ones who left, but look at the people who have stayed here.
That's right. They're laying on the grass in left field, down the left field line. They're laying on the grass down the right field line, the burn areas. It's terrific. There's still people standing up over the left field fence there.
Pitch inside to Doster. Two away. Tony Tarasco due up for the Red Wings. Tarasco, Tolentino, and Ledesma trying to get the Red Wing rally started. And the pitch, he struck him out. So 2 straight strikeouts for Schaus. But the Scranton Red Barons on the Charlotte Furniture and Appliance scoreboard take the lead. They're up 7-5. We'll be back on 10 NBC.
It's not just dental care, but dental caring at Q Dental Group.
At Q Dental Group, we not only care about your teeth, we care about your family's budget. That's why we participate with all dental insurance plans. Many we accept as payment in full, while others have uniquely lower co-payments. Our group efficiency allows us to give you quality dental care at affordable prices.
It's not just dental care, but dental caring at Q Dental Group. We got an unsinkable reputation at Design Pool and Spa.
Design Pool and Spas came out, they took a look at the property that we had, and we knew it was going to be a very difficult job. However, the end result far exceeded our expectations. The quality of the workmanship has just been outstanding, and I'm very pleased with the work that they did. Quality organization all the way around.
We got an unsinkable reputation at Design Pool and Spa. I climbed each tiny course, I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than these, I did it my way.
There's over 2 million miles of paved road out there, but you're not obligated to drive on any of it. Tacoma 4x4, Toyota trucks always come through.
The Red Wings need to get something going here. It's the bottom of the 8th inning, and it's brought to you by the Salvation Army, where the Salvation Army, with the Salvation Army, everybody wins. And a new pitcher for the Scranton Red Barons, the left-hander Tim Fortugno, comes on. Makes his home down Huntington Beach, California. 34-year-old veteran. Played in Chattanooga and Indianapolis last season. His first year with the Scranton Red Barons. Tim Fortugno. And you see his numbers coming into this one. So the Red Barons coming on strong here in the 7th and 8th inning. 7 runs between the 7th and the 8th. And Tony Tarasco will be the first batter up for the Wings. And a base hit and an RBI his last time up. Looks like we're going to have a little more work done here on something. Here come, they're breaking out the rakes. They're in a jog. Scranton has left 4 on tonight. Rochester has left 3 on. The fans are booing the grounds crew because they're no doubt heading toward the mound. It's been a long night already, and this is not what they wanted to see. Actually, they're going into the dugout. They're there just in case, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
they're bringing out the
they might have left
tamping
some
equipment.
dirt.
So,
Yeah, might have left the dirt and the tamping equipment there. Although here comes the dirt on the back of the.
So the crowd is not happy about this, but what can you do? It is a new mound, and it's going to take a little time to get it the way they need it to be. Red Wings open to get the rally going here. And Sunday night on 10 NBC, the third Rock from the Sun begins at 8 o'clock, followed by Boston Common at 8:30. And Meteor Man at Sunday night at 9, a timid inner-city school teacher who has a fear of heights is hit by an odd emerald meteor that turns him into a superhero. That's Sunday night at 9. I know you'll be in front of the tube for that one, Joe.
I want to see all of those.
Robert Townsend and Marla Gibbs star in Meteor Man.
Meteor Man.
That means a strong man, a meteor kind of a man, versus a skinny man, a meteor man.
I go back to the Flash Gordon days myself.
So the grounds crew continues to work on the field. Again, the starting pitcher for tomorrow will be Rick Krivda, the left-hander for the Wings, as they play an afternoon game. A lot of people wondered, Joe, why the Red Wings didn't open in the afternoon for this game, but of course we've got a parking problem here with Kodak.
That's the big, I think that's the biggest reason, and no doubt in my mind it's the
We
reason.
certainly need to have Kodak working, don't we, in this town?
I guess. We should have given Kodak the day off today.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Jordan, well, I know he's a baseball fan, but I'm not sure he'd want to give Kodak employees the day off.
Well,
because
it
in fact they
reason.
can sit right there and watch the game anyway. Right out of the
Especially
tower.
if you're the CEO, you can see it pretty good from up there. But
we can probably get a nice shot at Kodak Tower, and you can maybe take a peek at the fact that they could watch a ball game here in an afternoon.
Everything was a first today, you know.
Let's take a break while they continue to fix up the pitcher's mound. The Red Wings trailing the Red Barons now 7-5 and coming to bat. We'll be back.
very pleased to serve these dishes. This is a rack of lamb, outstanding at this time of the year. 1,000 layer of lasagna, outstanding cannelloni, fettuccine with pollo and asparagus.
The homemade fettuccine with the chicken, the creamy cheese sauce, and the asparagus. It's the best.
We're out to break every sales record.
Today through Sunday at Gabrielli Ford. Gabrielli surplus vehicles sell off.
We'll save you more.
Save up to $7,000 plus.
Push forward, drag it in. We'll give you at least $3,000. Imagine what your good trade will be worth.
No credit application refused. Buy with no money down.
Used cars, no money down, just $99 a month.
Ford financing as low as 3.9%.
Even free popcorn and Pepsi on Saturday. At least $3,000 and maybe a whole lot more this week at Gabrielli Ford.
Why pay more for the best name brand mattress? Price Buster Mattress is Rochester's only discount mattress store. We sell only the best brands, Sealy, Serta, Simmons, and King Coil. On March 3rd, we shopped a leading mattress store and a department store. Sealy Backsaver Firm Twin, their sale price, $109 each piece. Our price, $67 each piece. And a Serta Perfect Sleeper Queen, more than $100 off their sale prices. Why pay more? Price Buster Mattress, the lowest guaranteed prices every day. 625 Jefferson Road near Marketplace and Stone Ridge Plaza, Greece.
George Eastman founded it. George Fisher resides up there now, watching over Eastman Kodak Company. And he's able to watch over Frontier Field for afternoon baseball if he so chooses, making your pictures count. And Marv Foley kind of wishes that he could make his pitchers count here, relief pitchers at least here in the last couple of innings.
It's one thing you hate to see as a manager. Boy, you hate to see walks. So, you know, they'll kill you. I've heard managers say that when I played, and I've heard managers say that today. And it's something, boy. They come back to haunt you, no doubt about it.
Recap it for you a little bit as you take a look at Marv Foley in his third season with the Red Wings. The Red Wings jumped out to a 5-0 lead. And then in the 7th inning, the Red Barons came back. The big blast there, a 2-run home run. First home run hit here, Tony Barron. Straight away left field. And then in the 8th inning, 4 more runs. And as Joe said, the walks killed them. 4 walks in that inning. And that's where they are. 7 straight runs over the 7th and 8th innings for the Red Barons, erasing the big Red Wing lead. As for the Red Wings, they got 4 runs in the 5th inning. And some walks helped them early on against the starter Carlton Lauer. And then they added 1 more on an error in the 6th. 7-7-1 for the Red Barons, 5-7-0 for the Red Wings.
They're taking a little nap.
Might as well.
That's something.
Might as well. Either that or grab a rake.
There's enough people with rakes. And
oh,
and those tampers there.
We had a proposal here tonight.
Yeah.
A couple getting married. We've got the Red Wings decked out in their tuxedos, Red Wings staff.
Well, I'm going to go home after. I've been at the ballpark since 8 this morning.
Well, I know you had.
I hope I'm still married after this night is over.
I'm sure you are. Pat, I know that Pat would not say anything about a day like this.
You're right.
Means so much to you.
She never would keep me from this place.
No way. And, didn't she come tonight?
Yes, she's here.
Yeah, I thought she was here.
In fact, I have several grandchildren all around the place. They might be gone by now, but they were here.
You might need a ride home tonight, but...
Well, they never... Well, no, I've got the keys to my car.
Oh, you do, huh? Okay.
My grandkids never believed that I either played here or managed here, so hopefully tonight might have proved it to them.
Well, that's right, and we've got the video to prove it.
Yeah.
So we can take care of that for you.
Yeah, I'm only kidding. They love Silver, my grandkids, and I'm sure they're going to love this place as well. But they do like baseball, my children. I even have a granddaughter that plays. Both of my daughters played baseball, you know, softball, but they love it.
What's it mean to you to have Joe Jr. working here, too?
Well, that's terrific. He loves it. You know, it's a funny thing. We needed somebody when he got out of college, and I said, you know, come to the ballpark. I'm a little short. I was a general manager then. I gave him the job. He had interned there the year before, and in fact, he had been there 2 years. So I said, you know, you'll have a little time. He wanted to go in stocks and bonds, you'll have a little time to maybe meet some people and not
and then move in that direction.
And be a little, you know, be a little choosy about it. And he fell in love with it. I used to ask him each month. I said, "You still like it?" He loves it. He just likes it.
Well,
front office is fully good-looking, hard-working young man, and I'm telling you.
Always around the ballpark too. I mean,
always.
Joe is by the way, a great athlete in his own right.
Well, he played a little football and baseball at
remember.
Aquinas, and then he went on and played football at Cortland.
Yep.
And he enjoyed it, but he seems to love this part of the game. He's a whiz on a computer. Anyway, he's had a computer ever since he was about in the 5th or 6th grade.
Joe,
he does do wonders with it.
Speaking of computers, you need a computer now to figure out the salaries and the luxury taxes and everything else that's going on in baseball. I noted with great interest last week when they announced that the entire Pittsburgh Pirates payroll didn't match the salary of Albert Bell. Has it gotten out of hand?
That's amazing. I don't know. I just heard the average salary in the major leagues this year is $1.3 million. Now, whether that's a lot of money or not, I know I have a pat answer to fans or banquets that I go to when they ask the question, you know, are ball players making too much money, you know, or is a ball player worth that kind of money? And my answer is always the same. You know, when someone asks, are they worth that kind of money? Only if they're my kid. If they're somebody else's kid, no.
That's right.
But anyway, you know what I mean. But you know, I don't think it's gotten out of hand so much, but there's so much money in sports. I mean, just don't limit it to baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you know the top money earner in sports last year?
Jordan?
Mike Tyson. $75 million.
Yeah, and he didn't work too hard for it either.
And all of that was salary. I mean, all of that was gate, rather. There were no he didn't have to do any commercials.
We're
he didn't
talking
do
endorsements.
anything.
That's right.
Yeah, no endorsements. $75 million. You know, guess who's next? I think it is Michael. Michael is next. Yeah. But he makes a lot of money in endorsements. Absolutely. I think it's $52 million that he makes, and $40 million of it is endorsements. So you know where baseball was on that list? About 11th. And you know who it was? It was Cal Ripken Jr. He ran 11th on that list, but a lot of his was endorsements as well. So you know, it's there.
Well, we're back to baseball here. Nice to have you with us.
We need that lead.
Wake up, everybody! Tony Tarasco.
Let's do it.
Is the batter trying to lay down a bunt? Can't do it. Foul back.
Nice catch, kid.
Jose Tolentino is on deck, followed by Aaron Ledesma. Red Wings need a couple here in the 8th inning. Trailing at 7-5. We are below freezing now, according to the scoreboard clock, down to 31 degrees. And the 0-1 pitch. Coming to Tony Tarasco in his first game with the Red Wings this season. And outside, 1-1. The left-hander Tim Fortuno on the mound now for Scranton. Their second relief pitcher of the night. And the fly ball to the third baseman. Kevin Jordan under it, and there's one gone. That'll bring up Jose Tolentino, who has walked and flied out twice. Aaron Ledesma on deck. And the pitch from Fortuno is outside, ball one. And the 0-1 pitch is foul back, strike one. One away here in the 8th inning. Jose Tolentino came in with a home run and 4 RBIs, batting .300, coming into this ball game, native of Mexico City. As we mentioned before, he appeared with the Houston Astros in 1991, his only major league experience during a 15-year career. Went 4 for 5 with a couple RBIs on opening day in Columbus. Played in Monterrey in the Mexican League last year, and Marv would like to get something big out of him here. Foul ball.
Well, they brought Fortuno in just to face our two left-handers here, Tarasco and Tolentino. And looks like he's got a little herky-jerky move and kind of unorthodox, and he followed through. Might be a little tough to pick up. There are some pitchers that hide the ball so well, don't show it to you until the last second.
2 strikes to Tolentino, that's outside.
He appears the type that does that. It appears he brings it back and hides it behind his shoulder. And obviously a relief pitcher working out of a stretch with nobody on.
And he struck him out.
Looks like he's tough to pick up.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Rochester Red Wings and the National Association of Professional Baseball Leagues Incorporated, and is intended solely for the private non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Rochester Red Wings and the National Association of Professional Baseball Leagues is strictly prohibited.
Amen.
There you go. So Tolentino goes down on strikes, and Aaron Ledesma is the batter. Ledesma struck out his last time up. We have 2 down here in the 8th inning. Red Wings trailing by 2. And a strike to Ledesma. 1-1 the count. Aaron still looking for his first hit of the night out of Union City, California. Back in the IL after a season last year in Vancouver. Inside a ball. 2-1 the count. We thank you for hanging in there with us tonight. We've had 3 delays for the pitcher's mound. It's cost us some time. But they will get that straightened out, no doubt. This is sort of a temporary situation here. And that one's fouled back. The field itself, the ball players love.
It looks terrific.
You know,
too.
Silver Stadium looked great, but it was a little bumpy out there in spots in the outfield, and they've done a really nice job with the turf here.
Mm-hmm. I'm just a little concerned about the mound if they get a little precipitation tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, it could get even worse.
Pitch catcher couldn't hang on. And on deck is Tommy Davis, who had that run-scoring triple back in the 6th inning. I should say scored a run after the triple off the error on the 3rd baseman. Kevin Jordan, the throwing error at home. He got hung up between 3rd and home, and Jordan threw it away. He's trying to get somebody on to get something going here.
Maybe we score 4 more with 2 out.
There you go.
Nobody on.
Could happen. Ledesma has a count of 2-2 on him with 2 outs.
There's another nice sight, Rich. You can see the cars on the expressway over the right field wall.
And he struck him out. So the Wings go down in order here. A fly out and 2 strikeouts. And the Red Wings trail it. On the Charlotte Furniture and Appliance scoreboard, the Wings trail 7-5.
The Salvation Army is a force that's on the move.
There's a little something for everyone in our thrift stores. And while you might appreciate the great value, every dollar spent here provides hope and opportunity throughout our community. The Salvation Army thrift stores, the best gift you didn't know you gave.
With the Salvation Army, everybody wins.
It moves with grace, effortless. It is the American-built flagship of Toyota. With a spacious interior and all the roominess of an endless horizon. Avalon, experience the tranquility.
Wildbird Marketplace, Wildbird Marketplace. We're feathered friends, best friends.
If they could talk, they'd tell you where to go for what they love to eat. If a Wren or Jay could speak, she'd say our seats taste really sweet. Instead, they've left it up to us to communicate.
Wildbird Marketplace, Wildbird Marketplace. We're feathered friends, best friends.
And welcome back to Frontier Field, top of the ninth inning. And it's brought to you by the Lyle Avenue Business District, the Avenue of Opportunity, Lyle Avenue. The Red Barons come to bat at the top of the ninth, holding a 2-run lead over these Rochester Red Wings on opening night. And Jose Flores will lead it off. Flores, and then the top of the order to Darren Burton. First pitch inside, ball one. Holman is in line to get the win for Scranton if things hold now, who is the first man to come in relief of Carlton Lauer.
And I believe Archie Corbin stands to lose it if there's no more scoring.
That's right. Jose Flores walked his last time up and scored a run. Also has a base hit tonight. Flew out his first time up, and another base hit for Flores. And Tarasco brings it in. So the Red Barons get a run around here to start things off in the top of the ninth. Already up by 2. And the leadoff man, Darren Burton, comes to the plate. He walked his last time up. He's walked twice tonight. He struck out and flew out to left. He was picked up this year in the minor league portion of the Rule 5 draft from the Kansas City Royals. Darren Burton. Last year played at Omaha and batted .270. That's inside for a ball. The line on Archie Corbin, by the way, 2/3 of an inning pitch. 1 hit, 3 runs, 3 earned, 3 walks. Sikinski was the starter. And the 1-0 pitch to the shortstop, Ledesma. Gets the force at second to first. Not in time.
Oh, wow. Burton moves down the line very well. That was the first time he was hitting right-handed. He's grabbing his leg a little bit, but boy, he got down the line because that ball was hit very sharply, and Ledesma got rid of that ball very, very well too. And they tried to turn it as quickly as they could. There's a nice play right there, and Kelly gets it out of there pretty quick too. But oh boy, Burton flies down that line.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Desi Ralliford. He also walked his last time up. You get the idea that 8th inning was tough?
Oh.
They walked the bases full.
Yeah.
And then Rob Butler cleared him with a 3-run double. And the pitch. Ledesma can't get that one, base hit. And Ralliford is on his first hit of the night.
Burton looks like he wasn't running too hard on that ball. He didn't make a big, strong turn at second. He might have kind of felt something pulling his leg, and he's kind of taking it easy on the bases.